My name is Grandma Vickie, and it's been a long day for me. This is evening, and I'm getting ready to make a meal for you. And I'm going to make salmon croquette, rice, and green beans. So I've had a long day today. I exercised earlier this morning, then I played bingo and then Pokino, and I'm still energetic. Okay, today I'm going to make a salmon croquette as I said, and here are my ingredients. Um, Pink salmon, a can of pink salmon, just one can. And then I'm going to put a cup of Italian style breadcrumbs, black pepper, 1 teaspoon rather, of soy sauce. So I won't be using salt because the soy sauce takes the place of the salt. And 1 egg. And I have my oil over there ready to turn on so that I can fry the salmon croquettes. Okay, and then I have 1 can of cut green beans, 50% less sodium. But see, I don't pay attention to how much sodium is in that's in my canned green beans, because I always pour the liquid off and replace it with water. And then I put 1 cube of chicken bouillon cube in my canned green beans and pepper, black pepper. I don't put any salt or anything like that in it, and this comes out perfect. And then I'm going to have rice. I like minute rice. I'm showing you all of this now, so when I start doing it, I don't have to show it to you again. Minute rice, and I always put in my minute rice. I always put butter, salt, a little salt, and a little sugar to taste. Okay, then let's get started. Okay, I'm going to manually open my can of salmon, and pink salmon is what I use. And I like using the hand can opener because the electric one takes up too much counter space, and I really cherish my counter space. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And I'm going to save the juice because I may want to use a little bit of it later. I may need to. So I'm going to drain the juice off. And then I'm going to just put this in the bowl. Now, I always rinse my cans out before I throw them in the trash can. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of skin this a little bit because I don't really like the black stuff on it or the dark stuff on it. And so I'm going to skin it a little bit. Okay, can everybody see this? Let me put it over here so you can see it a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to, after I've skinned it and deboned it, I'm not meticulous about it. I just take out what I can. A little debone, because you actually can leave all this in it and it won't matter. But just knowing it's in there is what matters to me. So I'm getting the bones out. Okay, then I'm gonna throw this away. Okay, now I'm going to take one of these mashers that I got while watching cooking shows on TV. I love it. And I'm going to just mash it up. Take some more of this black stuff out. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to put, according to my recipe here, I'm going to put 1 egg. Okay. And 1 cup of breadcrumbs. About 1 cup. Let's start with a 1/2 cup. Breadcrumbs. Okay. And I'm gonna just mix this up really well. And then I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a teaspoon of soy sauce in it. And that means I'm not gonna use any salt, because if you use salt and soy sauce, it's gonna be too salty. So that's is that a 1/2 teaspoon? I'm gonna do the 1/2 teaspoon. I don't like too salty. Okay. And then I'm gonna put about just a couple of sprinkles of pepper, black pepper. And I'm going to continue to, can you see it? Okay. So that was a half a cup of breadcrumbs, and I like the Italian style breadcrumbs. Now you can use the regular ones if you want, but I like the Italian style breadcrumbs. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to make sure that the eggs are incorporated in here well. Okay. Okay. Now, one other thing I put in mind. I cut up my vegetables ahead of time for my salmon croquette. And these are different color, red, yellow, orange, and green peppers. And this right here. And this is what really makes your salmon croquette taste delicious. Green onions. I put a few green onions in there. And what I do with these is I cut them up ahead of time, put them in the freezer, so when I get ready for them, I just take them out. I don't like taking them out too soon because I don't want them all lumpy, wilty and wet. So I'm putting this in there. Okay. And by the time I get ready to fry this, hopefully that they will have thawed out enough for it not to interfere with the frying technique. Alrighty. And I need to look at the I need to look now at the texture of it, because I wanted to adhere together once I put it into patties. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, that's how it looks. Okay. Okay, now the reason I'm only using 1 can is because it's only me and one other person. only 2 of us who are going to be eating. And I try not to overcook. And it was hard for me to get to the point that I didn't overcook, because once my husband and I were empty nesters, the kids were gone and everything, and I was still making those large pots of food for dinner and making large amounts of things for breakfast. And so what I had to do is learn how to cook for 1 or 2 people. And so hopefully, you know, this is what I'm doing now. I want to kind of show you also how to just cook for a small group of people, 1 or 2 people. And then when you have food left over, I'm going to be telling you how you can prepare those to eat later on by putting them in the freezer, putting them in microwave dishes, putting the microwave dishes in the freezer like frozen meal, and just showing you how to conserve and not. And also one other thing that you can do is make sure that you put cook your food in smaller pots. A girlfriend told me that. She said, Vickie, start putting your cooking your food in smaller pots. So I'm going to turn on my stove, my skillet, so that it can get. I'm doing on medium heat. Okay. And then I'm going to let that start getting, using a larger skillet, I might be able to get all of my patties in there, but I doubt it though. Okay. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my green beans. One of my grandsons, he likes French green beans. I like them both. They're both good. Okay, I'm going to pour off the juice that's in the can from the green beans. And I'm going to add water. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some water in there, about that much in it. Okay, and this is small. It looks large, but it's a small pot. And then what I do, I put a few sprinkles of black pepper, and I put 1 bouillon, chicken bouillon cube in it, and the flavor comes out perfectly. So do that. I'll throw that away. Always, like I said, wash out my cans before I put them in the trash can. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the stove. I'm not gonna turn it on right now. My grease is almost ready for my salmon croquette. So, and then the next thing I'm gonna do while it's getting ready is I'm going to put, for my rice, I'm gonna put a cup of water and start it to boil for my rice. Okay. Okay. Let that start boiling. And then what I will do is I'm using minute rice. Minute rice calls for 1 cup of boiling water, and then once the water starts boiling, you put a cup of rice in it, stir it up, and set it aside. I love it. I learned about minute rice during the pandemic, and I've been using it ever since, and I'm thinking, where has this minute rice been all of my life? Okay. Alrighty, so I'm waiting for that to boil, and let's see if my grease is ready. Alrighty, then I'm going to bring you all over to the stove, and we're going to, so you can see me putting it in the skillet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take an ice cream scooper, and I'm going to, because I want them all to be around the same size, and they're going to be kind of small. And I like them small, so when I eat 2 or 3 of them, it won't seem like I'm eating too many of them. Okay, I put that in there. Two, 3. They're kind of small, but I'm going to mash them down. They'll be bigger than that. Oh my God. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to put all of them in there, but I can't. So, 5. Okay. Can you see it? Okay, and then you take a spatula and mash them. I'm making a mess. I'm going to turn it down some to medium heat. Okay. My water for my rice is boiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rice in there, stir it, 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of rice. And then I'm going to remove it from the heat, and I'm going to replace it with the green beans. And then I'm going to put a top on it, and in about 5 minutes it will be ready. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the green beans. Okay. I had this on when I first heated this, when I first heated the oil, I had it on medium high. Then once I put it, the salmon in there, then I turned it to just medium. Okay. Okay. Not going to take long. I love salmon croquette. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Beautifully brown it is. Beautifully brown. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't eat, my parents didn't cook. And I think it's because it was too expensive and we couldn't afford it. But we had salmon, we had mackerel. And my sister, she still makes croquettes with mackerel. She says it's very delicious to her, so I think I might try it one day. But I love pink salmon. When I met my husband, he would cook me pink salmon, salmon croquette, and he would use pink salmon. And I think that's when I realized that you could make it with pink salmon, because we used mackerel when I was growing up. Yep. I had a long day today, but it was a very relaxing day. I got a chance to exercise, and wow, we do a lot of my exercise class for older adults. I'm a grandmama now, and that's why they call me Grandma Vickie. We do a lot of stretching when we exercise. Then after we do that, we play bingo, and then we play coquina for those who want to play that. Then I come home and relax and cook my dinner, unless I'm having leftovers. I eat a lot of leftovers, but I try not to eat leftovers more than one day. You know, I know some people eat leftovers for 3 and 4 and 5 days, but that's a bit too much for me. But I'd rather cook food at home than to go out and buy food, because mine tastes just as nice as the food that you get out. But occasionally I have to treat myself. I belong to a birthday club, and we get together once a month for someone's birthday, whose ever birthday it is. Sometimes there's one person's birthday. It's one person's birthday, and sometimes it'll be 2 or 3 or 4. But that's my time to be able to get out and enjoy dinner with someone else. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to turn this over once more. And then I'm going to take it out. You know, I like for it to get done on the inside. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it looks good. I can't wait to eat this. Oh my goodness. Okay, now my rice is over to the side. That's what I love about this mini rice. And it's, you know, getting done. You know, it's absorbing the water. And now I have my green beans there. And you know, it doesn't take long to cook, because I want you to look at how long it's taken me almost less than 15 minutes to prepare this meal. So, and my husband used to always say, my wife can put together a meal in 30 minutes and it will be delicious. He was always proud of the way I cooked. And, you know, so that's what I do. So I'm getting ready to take these out. Okay. It looks like they're done. Okay. Good and crispy on both sides. And sometimes I will roll them in regular, I didn't this time, but sometimes I will roll them in regular cornmeal. But I didn't do it this time. As a matter of fact, I have a few left, and I might do that to see if it turns out a little differently. Because this seems to be coated very well without me doing that. I love to cook. Yeah, I love to cook. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put the second batch in there. It's not going to be as much. So, this time I'm going to take this, put it in my, can you see? Put it in my hand. And I'm going to make these a little larger. And I'm going to put it roll it in my hand, and then I want to put it in regular cornmeal to see if it looks a little differently when it comes out. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna get three of these. See, I have this, put cornmeal in there. I don't know if you can see it well. Okay. I'm gonna have one more scoop. And see, this doesn't take any time. As soon as my green beans start and they're boiling, I don't know if you can see the green beans boiling back there. You can't. But as soon as my green beans start boiling, I turn them off and cover them. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to pat them down like I did the other ones. The only thing with these is that I rolled them a little bit in cornmeal. Yep. Throw that out. Okay. And I have this on medium heat. Now, when I first started, like I told you before, when I first started heating up my oil, I had it on medium high. And as soon as I put my first batch in there, I turned it down to medium. Because you don't want them to cook too fast. Okay. And it looks like I need to turn it down some more. With the second batch, I'm going to do it down a little lower. See what we have here. It looks about the same. It looks about the same. I'm going to show you how I season my rice. You know, some people just like they like just sugar in their rice when they have salmon croquette. I like sugar and salt in my rice. Now, my husband and my children, they like syrup on their rice. So you don't have to put any seasoning on their rice if you don't have to, but I still season it. And they still put syrup on theirs. And I don't know how many of you like syrup on your rice when you eat salmon croquette. But different people, I've heard other people say that they like it. They like the syrup on there. I never acquired a taste for the syrup on the rice with the salmon croquette. And then some people like biscuits with their salmon croquette. Well, because I'm trying to watch because of health reasons, and I don't have really bad health, but I don't want my health to get really bad. What I do is I leave out the biscuits, but it's okay to have biscuits. If you can't have a lot of biscuits, just eat one or half a biscuit, if that's really what you like. Okay. And let me see what my rice looks like. Can you see? Okay. This is my rice. Okay, and it looks like it's about ready. And then my green beans back there. They're finished. And like I said, I put with my green beans, I put 1 cube of chicken bouillon, 1 chicken bouillon cube, and a dash of black pepper. And that's all you need, and you're talking about delicious. And if you really were watching your calories and watching your salt intake, what I normally do with green beans is I pour the original juice off of it, the juice that comes in the can with the green beans. Then I just replace it with water. Okay. I'm gonna plate my. I'm gonna plate this. To me, putting that extra cornmeal on there made it darker or something. It didn't look as appetizing as the first batch did. Okay. Take that off of the heat. I always put my tea kettle on there to keep it covered. And then I'm gonna put these over here. Can you see? I want you to see. Okay. You have your salmon croquette. I have my rice. And I have my green beans. Now, I forgot to, I'm getting ready to show you how I season my rice and my green beans. I always put butter in the green beans, either while it's cooking or after it finish cooking. I'm getting ready to put my butter in the green beans now. Okay. Here are the green beans. I'm putting my butter in there. Okay. Okay. Let that, and then I'm going to put a pat of butter in my rice. I love rice. One day I'm gonna make some fried rice. One day I'm gonna make some fried rice for you guys. Okay, we got. Can you see the rice? Okay, I'm gonna put a pat of butter in there, and then I'm going to stir it. Oh wow, perfect. And then I'm gonna you put it to your taste. I pretty much could put a little salt in there. Guess you say that doesn't look like a little salt, but it put salt in it. And then put a little sugar in it. Because I want it to be like an even taste, you know, like the same amount of salt to sugar. I don't want to be too sweet nor too salty. I want you to be able to taste a little salt in it and a little sugar mingled together. Okay, stir it up real well. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plate my dish, my salmon croquette dish. Okay, so we have here, I'm gonna have it, I want you to see it all first. We have the salmon croquette. We have the salmon croquette, we have the rice, and we have the green beans. And I'm going to plate it. Okay. See how it tastes. Okay. I always use this kind of spoon because I don't like a lot of liquid from my green beans to get it on my plate. So pick up my green beans with. Okay. I always want to make sure I get plenty of vegetables because it's very important to have your vegetables, especially in my age. Grandmas have to have their vegetables. Plenty of it so we can stay healthy, so we can spend quality time with our grandchildren. Then I'm going to get a little rice. Okay. Not much. Okay. And I make my salmon croquettes small, so I'll have a good excuse for getting more than one. So I want 2 salmon croquettes. Okay. Now doesn't that look good? That looks delicious, doesn't it? Okay. That looks delicious. Can you see the rice? There's a lot of light in here, okay? Now, Grandma Vickie's going to taste this and let you know how it tastes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 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 You can barely see that rice. That rice disappears because we have so much light in here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a little of the salmon croquette. Then I'm going to taste it. Okay. Mmm. Okay, Grandma Vickie, you put your foot in this. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the rice tastes like. What I want to do is, I want to eat the rice and the salmon croquette together. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Delicious. It is delicious. Okay. Okay, then I eat a few green beans. And I love these green beans because you don't have to worry about exactly how you're seasoning it. If you put a little of that pepper in it, black pepper like I said, and put that 1 bouillon cube in, and So anyway, I would like for you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell me that, let me know if you like it. And I will see you next time. I'm going to continue grubbing here. Bye-bye.